we are done with part 2 of our basic task. Let us start off with part 3, that is the Smart Pick. Smart Pick is a smart and easy to use positioning tool which will assist you when using most of the commands for creating sketch or geometrical elements. And Smart Pick will give you a higher productivity by decreasing the number of interactions necessary for positioning these geometrical elements. Now let us start off with Mechanical Design and Sketcher and front view. This is our Sketcher workbench. As you can see, now we just have the mouse button. We don't have any Smart Pick cursor. To get the Smart Pick cursor, we have to select any of the tools from here. So let me start with Sketch Tools. This box with an plus sign is the Smart Pick cursor. So imagine we want to draw a line from here to here. So this is the coordinates and parameters of the sketch toolbar, which shows that H is for horizontal, V is for vertical, L is the length of the line, and A is the angle at what degree we want. So imagine we're drawing a point where we have horizontal is 2. We cannot move the cursor in any other direction other than a horizontal distance of 2 mm, but the vertical will be varying until and unless we enter a value. So imagine we want to change the horizontal, we right click, set reset, and then we can move. Now if we select this snap to point, we can see that this cursor does not go in middle of the grid. It will always go to the edges. So we keep a point here or we keep a point here. When we unselect it, we can keep a point in between anywhere. And if we want horizontal is equals to 0, it will be on the vertical axis until we give it a value. Or if we want to reset and give vertical 0, it will a horizontal axis until the vertical value is given. That is for the point. So imagine we have a point here. Now we can see the Smart Pick to draw a line. This circle with a dot inside is called point-to-point coincidence symbol, which appears when two tools are being coincided, like a line or a circle. You can see when we have a point here, the point-to-point coincidence symbol appears. And the same thing happens if we have it on a line too. This is called coincidence. It says that if you want to draw a point here, then the line and the point will coincide. And when we have a circle and we want a point, right click, concentric, the point comes right in between the circle. And if we have a line, we want a point on the circle, either at the midpoint, right click, select midpoint, or again select to point, right click, nearest to the end point. We have a point over here, right click, nearest end point. We have a point over here. Instead of zooming it in and selecting the point and keeping it, we can do a right click and select it. And there are different symbols, like we have a coincidence symbol stating that these two lines are coinciding. That is, a double circle with a line in between is called a coincidence circle. It appears with all the tools which coincides. See, circle coinciding with a line, we get the same symbol. Or when two lines are about to coincide, we get the same symbol. That's called a coincidence symbol. And then we have the double line that states that it's a parallel line, and we have to draw a line. We have to click first point, starting point, and the ending point to draw a line. To draw an arc, we have to click the center from where we want to start the arc and the end point. 3-step arc. Then we have arc using 3 points. So here we have to draw the starting of the arc, the middle of the arc, and the end of the arc. So 3 points, one in the starting, one in the middle, and one in the end. And a rectangle, oriented rectangle, we have the first edge, the second edge, and the third edge. So we have point 1, point 2, and point 3. To draw a circle, we just have to click in between and the end point. So one click in the middle and the end point is the second click. To draw a parabola, we have to click the middle part, how long we want the parabola to be, and the starting point and the ending point. This is how we create a parabola. And again, we have reference geometry, that is the two parallel lines indicates the parallel of two lines, and tangent is indicated by this two line which says tangent, a line and a circle. And we have perpendicular, which is indicated by a right angle here,